Yo.
Oh, hey, what's up, everyone? I was
there?
taking a selfie.
He's taking a selfie.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another podcast of
Let them cook. A superhero podcast. Yeah. We are live. Actually,
no, we're not live, but we guys wanted to always you guys to watch our show and pre-record and make sure you're here and tune in. So we're not going to see your comments today, but honestly, I don't want to see your comments. No.
We see, you see us.
We don't see you.
We'll see you later.
Yeah. But I have gifts. I think last show I said I came bearing gifts, but I kind of forgot the bags. So I have gifts.
Wait, what? Oh.
Yeah.
Are we sponsored?
Oh.
Don't sue.
Yeah, don't sue.
Lawyers, stay away. Okay.
So yeah, I have socks.
Socks. Oh, more superhero socks.
Yeah,
I already have some superhero socks.
I
got more.
I actually don't.
These are your first.
Yeah.
Okay. Who gave us these?
Oh.
Are these from you or are these from somebody else?
These are from actually someone else.
Oh, okay.
Who shall not be named, but they thought of us in a very special way, and they gave us superhero socks. So, the one you have is Captain America, and the one I have is Superman. Would you like to do a trade?
I don't care. I'm good with anything. So.
All right. So, do you want to? I feel like you're more Superman though, and I'm more Marvel. So, did you?
I guess.
I feel like we're playing Elephant. You know, like how Elephants is, and when they trade gifts and they do a steal with the presents.
Is that a game or something?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I never played it. I feel like it's like Monopoly. I've been playing a lot of Monopoly lately.
How do you? I love Monopoly.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't have a lot of pieces though, because I like the horse. My piece is the horse that stands up, kind of a deal. That's my piece. I like that piece.
So the one I've been playing is actually the one through Fortnite, Fort Topoly. What's that?
So these are not superhero socks. These are from Nickelodeon, from an old TV show called Hey Arnold.
Yeah, I remember that.
And yeah, I'm Harold.
Oh yeah, there he is.
And you're Arnold.
Oh, these are mine too?
Yep, those are yours. These are mine. As you can see, we're white and black.
I don't see it.
I don't think you look like Hank Arnold, but you know.
You don't think maybe we should switch?
I don't see it. But yeah, that was the gifts I wanted to give to you last time. I kind of forgot. So.
Okay, word.
So you got
Thank you for the gifts to
Thou shalt not be
person.
named.
Yeah, to like Lord Voldemort, thou who shall not be named.
Well, besides that, yeah, sorry. It was a crazy night last night, but I'm here. I'm excited to be here. So what's up with superheroes?
I was gonna ask you. Yeah. Are you into any? You watching anything lately?
I haven't been watching anything. I think I just been more so. Oh my God, people have been crapping on that new DC game. It's so stupid. It's a mobile game. It's so dumb. It's like it's not good. And I don't know if they try to do this to compete with Marvel Rivals. You know, the 6-on-6 game, like the shooter game. But DC has like this mobile game where it's like Farmville. You ever see Farmville where like you do this, you get wood so you could build this, and then once you build that you get money so you can spend this. It's like one of those kind of a games. And I feel like for a DC game that they're really trying to promote really hard, I don't know. I feel like it's a little disrespectful to DC video games because you go from Batman, Arkham Asylum, you got DC Universe Online, like you have really good DC games, and then you like do this bull, you know. So I'm kind of disappointed in DC in the video games aspect.
Yeah, DC video games the past few years they haven't really been what they used to.
No.
Yeah. I
don't know what's up with DC video games. Like I'm sure some new stuff is. I mean, even people shitted on the Suicide Squad video game.
Yeah, that was pretty sad.
Yeah, people. I didn't play it, so I'm not knocking it. But I saw a lot of people shitted on Suicide Squad.
I know enough about what happens in it.
Yeah,
to where like I'm like, wow, because they took Arkham Batman and they turned him into they did him dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Did him dirty.
Yeah, I mean they did it basically. The only one that didn't do dirty in that game was Wonder Woman. At least she was trying to be good, but they turned all the other Justice League evil. So I'm like, okay, I see what you did there, but I just heard a lot of people did not like it. They made Poison Ivy a kid again. You know, like it was just like really weird stuff in the game. So I felt like I watched clips of it and I was like, okay, I see why people are knocking it.
It's very disrespectful to the Arkham universe. Like, I don't even know why they canonized that. They should have just said Gotham Knights.
That's kind of messed up.
Because like Boomerang was different, right? Was it No, not Boomerang. Who was different?
You talking about Deadshot?
Deadshot, yeah. Deadshot was different.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole Poison Ivy because she died in Arkham. So.
And I guess she was a seed, and now she's a kid.
I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't even played the game, so I don't even really know.
Yeah,
and
she's turned
Batman, like to bring Batman back after the ending of Arkham Knight, and then the way that they, like, I'm pretty sure they killed him. I don't know how, but they killed him. I'm like the way you play as Batman in those Arkham games. There's no way anyone in that Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I feel like
beat that guy.
I think this is what we talked about a couple of shows back. I said I don't like when they capitalize off of movies into video games because it ruins it, separate it. Because you know they only did Suicide Squad and video games like Guardians of the Galaxy because of the movie. They didn't choose to be like, oh, let's just make this game. You know, they did it because they was like even sorry, I didn't mean to hit you, but like even a TV show when we watched I knew he was gonna do some stupid shit. But even the TV show Marvel Avengers Assemble, when they started to do that Black Panther season and they doing that all extra other stuff, even that was pissing me off because I was like, why are we catering to the media screen of TV and movies and not just focus on making your own originality game? Why is that so hard? It pisses me off.
Yeah, because it's funny because the timeline of when we were watching the Avengers Assemble show, I remember thinking like in the beginning. It was unique. It was like its own thing. It was like, you know, it wasn't following any other story. Sorry, Mike. I'm sorry, guys. Did your ears hurt? So then, I don't know why my phone just turned on. So then, as we got into the later seasons, you started to see things like shift and change, and it started becoming more like the movies. And I was like, man, it totally lost its
you
charm.
was happy with how they did. Not Secret Wars. Was it Secret Wars?
Nah, I didn't like that season. I didn't like the Secret Wars.
At first, you thought you was going to like it, and then
it looked like it was about to fix things. Like I thought it was like all right, we're gonna make things like a little slow for a second. You guys might think it's bad, but it's gonna get real good. But then it never got.
It never got good.
And then I was very.
I was like, I knew there's a reason why I stopped watching it. Whenever I kept telling you, I was like, bro, there's a reason why I stopped watching it. And I really loved that show. And I was like, I can't tell you why I stopped watching it. I just know I stopped liking it.
Yep. And then I don't even think we watched the last season.
No, hell, I wasn't watching that Black Panther season because at that point it wasn't even.
How did it just become a Black Panther show?
I was like, I guess because the voice actors like Laura Bailey, love you. I guess because like some of the voice actors like you know even they switched Iron Man.
Like hair,
right? Whenever they switched Iron Man, the voice actor for the beginning, and then we was like, why does he sound more like Tony Stark, but like movie version?
Yeah, he sounded like Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
they definitely got like an impersonator voice actor.
Yeah,
the whole animation looked different in the thumbnails of that last season. So I'm like almost convinced they took like just a whole season of another show and just slapped it onto.
But they could have did like, but why didn't you just? I guess they thought like, okay, F it, we already have Avengers and it's about an Avenger, so just do a whole Black Panther show. But like, I didn't want to watch that. If I wanted to watch a show called Black Panther, I would watch a show called Black Panther. I'm here to watch the Avengers Assemble. You started with Avengers, the original, and then you try to give us that weak ass alt version of Avengers with Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Mrs. Marvel, Wasp. Like I was like, I don't want to watch this. That's when I stopped watching it. That's when I stopped watching it because I was like, I don't want this anymore.
Like that's always the problem. As soon as they get rid of like the core, like those core characters, like Cap, Iron Man, you know, those core, like then they're always left with characters that they don't know how to write.
So here's my thing, right? Because you know me, I told you I don't mind throwaway characters and making them good. I don't. You saw what I did with X-23, Dante Inferno, Silk, and Franklin Richards. You saw what I did with them, and I made 6 seasons in that. So I don't mind.
Watch it. It's on streaming.
Huh? Oh, imagine. It's called the Wyatt Squad, but you guys don't know about that yet. It's not out. But my thing with that is you can make throwaway characters good, but it has to be its own show. You can't just like, you know, in Teen Titans we're watching how Cyborg is now with the Titans East. Even though we stopped at the part where they like are being controlled by Brother Blood, but you know how Cyborg is like. I felt like they were trying to do something like that, but at least it's still Titans based and it's back to Teen Titans. Like we're not getting a Teen Titan East show. If you're gonna do that, that's fine. Because at least I'm prepared to watch a Teen Titan East show, not Teen Titans. You get what I'm trying to say? Like if I wanted to watch the Teen Titan East, I would go watch and be like, I want to watch Teen Titan East. But if you're giving me Teen Titans, I don't want to see Teen Titan East. You know what I'm saying? So with Avengers, the same thing. I don't want to see these new Avengers. I don't want to watch that. Unless it was called New Avengers. So you're baiting me. Because you know I'm looking here for the old Avengers. And don't get it twisted. I'm not an Avengers fan. I just like that cartoon because it was really good. I'm not going to lie. I really enjoyed that. That was like the only Avenger things I ever loved. I'm not like an Avenger person.
So that show almost feels like an outline for the MCU, though.
You think? I didn't think that, but I feel you.
There were some parts, like not the old MCU, like
hold on, I'm sorry.
MCU now.
Mr. Walker, do we have water?
Yeah, let me see what I get.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
I'm sorry, Zach. You can go on.
Like the MCU now, I honestly I can't remember exactly, but I remember there were like the Secret Wars season, something like the Red Hulk stuff they were doing. I was like, this is kind of like what they're doing now. Like, it's just there was some things.
You think like the MCU was going off of them, or they was going off the MCU? I thought they was going off the MCU.
I think there were some things they were going off of the MCU, but
right.
Anything that the MCU didn't have yet that the show put in there, like Red Hulk or whoever else, like yeah. I think the MCU is going off of that.
I don't know. I just think I was disappointed. And just like their games in DC right now, I'm disappointed. Like, cause they're really advertising this stupid ass mobile game, and it's not good. I didn't play it. I kept seeing, I know this is the basic stuff, and I said, no, stop. Like, DC could have had a really cool concept. Like, Marvel Rivals is thriving, right? But DC could have had their own. DC could have had their own fighting game if they wanted to do something,
they
right?
They do. They got Injustice.
No, but like I'm saying, recent, like 2025. Thank you so much.
There have been rumors that Injustice 3 is in the works.
I heard of that. I don't know if I want that.
I mean,
because who are we putting on there at this point?
Well, Injustice 2 left the ending of it left it open. So I feel like the story still it's not over yet.
I mean, there's two alternate endings. You have the one where Superman takes over Batman, and then you have the one where Superman is trapped in the oh my god, I can't think of the name. That Batman.
The Phantom Zone.
Phantom Zone. Yeah.
The canon ending is
the Phantom Zone. I'm assuming. I hope it's not the Superman ending. I hated that.
I'm pretty sure it is. I could be
hated
wrong,
that. I
I'm
hated
pretty sure
that.
They confirmed that that's the canon ending.
I hated
means
that.
That's what 3 picks off from.
I hated that. No. I'm sorry. I hated that ending so fuck. It scared me. It cringed me out. I just thought, well, like, Batman lost? Hell no.
Yo, since we're on the topic of video games, though.
Yeah.
I heard recently that there's a video game in development that would take place.
Oh, because of drip?
That would take place in the MCU. How would you feel about that?
No. You just told me. I just did a whole spiel like 15 minutes ago about how I hate that shit. Like, no. Well, I'm not gonna knock it first, but like, I don't want that shit, bro.
The cinematic universe, I feel
bro,
like
they already basically did that with fucking. Oh, excuse my language. They already basically did that with Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. For one, I'm mad it's on the Switch, by the way, but whatever.
Well, that was like a parody of.
But that's what I'm saying. But you saw 1 and 2, and then you see 3, and you're like, oh, this is heavily MCU based.
Right, but this one's going to be set inside the MCU is what I'm saying.
I don't want anything MCU related. I'm tired. Just be Marvel. Not everything Marvel has to be MCU.
Well, I only agree because they're probably going to make a shitty game. But I feel like if they were capable at making a good game, like to me I like that idea.
So you know how you and I play DC Universe Online?
Yeah. So
they had a game on, well, when I had PlayStation, they had a game. It was like Marvel's Omega, which was really fun, by the way. It was like co-op based. Like how DCU is, except you create your own character. And it was really cool because you pick select characters, but what was cool about Marvel Omega was There was already heroes, but you could customize them in pieces and stuff like that. And I beat the game too, by the way. It was really fun. You fight Loki at the end, I think, and it was really, really fun. And I played Psylocke. That was my main, just like in Marvel Rivals. And they should have brought that back. I was so upset when they closed that down because that was a really good Marvel game. It kind of made me stop playing DC Universe Online to play that game, but they took it down. It was like a beta tester, but it was a really fun game, and they took it. And I think they should bring that game back. But Marvel right now don't need it because they already kind of have Marvel Rivals thriving. But I feel like even though I don't want Injustice, I will say they should create another DC fighting game. But don't make it Injustice. Like, make it like another fighting game. Because, Marvel has fighting games. Like, Marvel has Marvel versus Capcom, right? Like, Street Fighter versus Marvel, basically. And technically, we have Injustice versus Mortal Kombat, which is like... DC versus Mortal Kombat. Yeah, DC versus Mortal Kombat.
It's funny, I was just thinking of that, and then you said it.
Yeah, so, like, I'm like, you don't have to just focus on Injustice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could go back and do a DC... You could do, like, because there's new characters in... Mortal Kombat, and we could do Mortal Kombat versus like the new characters in Mortal Kombat versus the new characters DC that we haven't seen.
Super Smash versus DC.
Yeah, no, we don't need that. As much as I'm a Smash player, we don't need that. We could keep it new characters from DC versus
Bowser and Superman.
No one wants that. Well, technically, we already have a game. We already have a game like that, and that's called Multiverse. And Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman is in Multiverse.
There we go.
So, and they fight people like Steven Universe from Cartoon Network or like Bugs Bunny and LeBron James. We already have a game like that.
All right, it's lit. Is Lego Dimensions like that too? That's pretty much like that too, right?
Maybe. Oh, Lego Dimensions was such a good game.
Yeah.
Like, I used to play Lego Star Wars, and I was like, this is so fun right now. And I'm not even a Star Wars fan like that, but... Fun fact, when my first Xbox game ever was a Star Wars game. But I played the crap out of that when I was young. And I was like, I don't know Star Wars enough to be into Star Wars. But that was my very first Xbox game, and I loved it. It was so fun to play.
Is that how you got into Ahsoka? Was she in that game?
No, I just started watching the show for her, that cartoon.
Oh, okay.
For her. But I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't understand it. So I was just watching it just to watch. But don't ask me questions because I'll be a fake fan. But...
Yeah, if you watch a random episode, it's going to be so confusing.
It's going to be so, but I just liked her. She was pretty, and I like her combat. So I said, okay, I can stand you, but I just don't know what's going on. I'm not like a fan, so I don't know. I was just watching just to watch it.
Ahsoka's the GOAT.
I used to play this game called, it's a
Force Unleashed?
So, I'm about to talk about Force Unleashed. So, I used to play a game called Soul Calibur online. Not online, but Soul Calibur. And if you had a PlayStation, there's 2 characters from Force Unleashed you can get. If you had a PlayStation, you get the Apprentice. Oh, it was the Apprentice. It was Star Wars The Apprentice. You could play and unlock the Apprentice, or if you had an Xbox, you get, was it Darth Vader? I think you fight Darth Vader. So I got the Apprentice because he was a PlayStation character. But if you had Xbox, you get a Xbox character. And I oh my God, I had so much fun playing that because he was so cool to play as. And his combat skill was so cool. And I always knew this was basically like, you have to unlock him, by the way. You have to unlock the Apprentice. But it was cool, way to promote their game. So I was like, that's kind of cool that Namco, which is like Tekken, Pac-Man, they own that game. Pretty much promoting Star Wars. I thought that was pretty cool. Like a weird collaboration. Because that's rare. You never seen that. Because what is Star Wars anyway? Are they up under anyone? It's just it's not like a video game franchise. Who owns it? The video game franchise part of it. Is it just down Disney or what? Because like I said, Namco is that's that side.
EA Games, I think. I think EA Games.
That makes sense.
That's a company, right?
That makes sense. Yeah, I think EA has sponsored them. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's my point. That was really cool seeing 2 different games franchise merging together. I think they need to do that more. That's what I'm saying. I think we're ready for a DC versus Marvel game. I think the world is ready. It's just a fighting game. No one's telling you to scale that one down. It's a fighting game. Just make sure they're balanced characters. You did it for DC versus Mortal Kombat. You did it for Street Fighter or Marvel versus Capcom. We can have a DC versus Marvel. I'm ready for that.
Knowing the way that studios work, they're probably going to make that game when they also make the DC versus Marvel movie.
That's never happening.
No, they're gonna do that one day.
Oh, if they do it, make it animated then.
Think about it. One day, even if they do make it animated, one day they're gonna have used up every idea, even in live action, and then they're gonna be like, all right, we got nowhere else to go. Just make the DC versus Marvel. Make the deal with the studio.
Better because
it's gonna be the very last.
It's so stupid. Like, brother, just we've been wanting this for centuries now.
It's always there's the omniverse. Like technically, every continuity exists within the omniverse. Mm-hmm. Like Marvel and DC are.
But my thing is, we already had the comics, which was fan voted, by the way. But because I seen someone was like, yeah, but y'all voted Storm to beat Wonder Woman. Okay, but my girl gave it up anyway. And Elektra beat Catwoman. No shade.
I have to ask you something about Storm.
I got you. But like we already had that. We had a DC versus Marvel comic. So why can't we just have a video game? I mean, you want the movie. I'm not hating that. I just hope it's animated.
I don't want the video game sounds goated.
I like the video game.
The movie would just be for like bullshit entertainment.
I mean, I don't know, because I wouldn't pick. I mean, you know, I'm Team Marvel, but I also have my respect for DC, so I will watch it just to watch it. But you know, someone's gonna be mad, like, that's not right. You did something to Superman to not be 1 million Prime because he wouldn't let that just happen. Shut up. I don't want to hear that. So you know, I don't know, but I would love a video game, and I would love a 2v2. That would be so cool, like a 2v2 where you I want it to be like, let's expand. I want 60 characters. I want 30 DC characters and 30 Marvel characters. Give it some range. You know what I'm saying? But then I want it to be 2v2 as well. Like, I want you to pick and customize, like, who you want on your team. So I could have, like, Wolverine and Batman on my team. You know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of cool. And they should have, like, tag combos. That would be dope.
Okay.
Yeah. I could see, like, Batman tagging in Wolverine and, like, Batman does something where he's like, and then Wolverine jumps over around Batman's back and then, like, claw the person and back down and then it's back to fighting. That's a combo special. You seeing the vision?
Yeah, I'm like imagining this.
Cause that'd be fun.
I feel like next time we should almost like we should come in here and we should
pitch that game.
Yeah, like we should pitch the game. Like we should expand on like this. Like I feel like we don't have enough time to do it today, but like if we just like kind of expand, and be all right. What's the story? What characters are we gonna put in it? Now, what are their moves gonna be?
I feel like you would need what? Okay, so since I said 30 and 30 for each, you would need like I want to say 20 good guys on each side, right?
And 10 villains?
And 10 villains on each side. So you have the League of Assassin, not League of Assassin. You have the Syndicate of Doom. Is that Lex? What is Lex evil villains?
He runs
Legion of Doom.
There's two, Legion of Doom and the Injustice League. It could be either one.
Yeah, so let him do the Legion of Doom, and then have like I guess Marvel is kind of hard. You could do like what Sinister Six, or you could do
Marvel.
You would need the big ones though. Like you would need like Doom. You would need Loki. You would need.
Isn't there like a villain team for Marvel?
But like I want them to have importance, I guess, to the game.
Yeah, like isn't there a villain team where like all like the big ones came together?
No, I can't think of any right now at the moment.
I feel like there was. Or maybe I am tripping.
Yeah, I can't think of any big ones. Because unless you're thinking of Illuminati, but that was like technically heroes.
Yeah, that's heroes.
Yeah.
Marvel villains.
Although I never liked that they was heroes called Illuminati. I thought that was weird, but whatever.
Let me see. I might just be tripping. Oh, I was thinking the Masters of Evil. Yeah, but I guess it's not as big as I thought.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's like, we're not really. At that point, we might as well just pick them out. You know? Just like have them just be picked.
Oh, Dark Avengers.
Isn't that just Thunderbolts?
I mean, yeah, but it's like, it's a good counterpart.
No, I feel.
Interesting.
But yeah, that game would be pretty cool. So, and then Thanos. You need Thanos and Darkseid on either or.
Yeah, but
they have to be the core. They have to be a boss back like tag team. Well, they don't have to be a tag team. Like I don't know if I want the game to be 2v2 based or just 1v1 player based. You know what I mean? Like select one character only to fight and do arcade mode or something like that. Unless you do the 2v2 and then you fight Darkseid and Thanos as a tag team, then it's like whatever. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Like, there's probably like someone from DC stole an Infinity Stone, and Thanos is pissed. Breaks the fourth wall of going into DC's universe. Portals are now opened up everywhere. You have to have Doctor Strange and Doctor Fate in the game. Have to. Makes the most sense.
Deadpool has to be in it.
Deadpool. I'm with that.
And then you need to throw Deathstroke in there.
It should be a lot like Mirror.
Yeah. Like there needs to be a scene where it's like
I'm you.
Deadpool's comparing. Yeah, it's like we look exactly the same. I'm obviously a parody of you, but we're nothing alike.
Yeah, and then like
Joker and Green Goblin have to team up.
Well, you could select them as a team up. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, see,
we keep saying story mode.
That's what I'm saying. We keep saying it. So I'm like, at this point, it's like, how would you merge this game? Are we making it 2v2 base, or are we making it just like you play just one character throughout the whole story, or unless you make it a party base?
Look at the way they do Injustice. How it's like they just show. Like,
the option switch when you could switch, like you know how Injustice you could switch, like if you want to fight Catwoman or if you want to fight Poison Ivy, something like that.
No, you're not talking about the way the story works in Injustice is like there's no real main characters, so you're just following like they just
you're just following their rap. Scenes. But what I'm saying
and then
is
whenever they get into a fight,
but there's options. There's options of who you want to fight during the path select. Like when you're in the story, you could like have options of who you want to fight. They did that in Injustice too. Like you could pick who you want to. Yeah, they like during the story.
I actually haven't played it. I watched through the story of Injustice 2. I actually never played Injustice 2.
Oh yeah, you could pick options. Like like when Harley Quinn had the option to fight either Poison Ivy or Cyborg, you could pick which one you want, and there'll still be a story route to it, either or. It was pretty cool. It was pretty fun.
Okay, yeah. So some sort of evolution of that, I would say. Some sort of evolution of that.
Yeah.
That kind of storytelling.
Yeah, but that'd be pretty cool. So, but I think that'd be a really fun game because then that gives it like a basic of just like
we came up with this live.
I know. This is the one time I'm okay with somebody stealing it because I just want the game.
Yeah, can you guys actually make this game? Because we don't got the money to.
We don't got the money on the funds, so
Some
it's not
studio
like
make this.
It's not. We could come back here next week and have all the details fleshed out, baby. We just want the game. Like we're tired of this. I mean, there's also a game, an illegal website called Mugen, and Mugen is this site where people play Marvel versus DC games that's already you download it on your laptop.
Are they really that good?
It's fun, but it's not like good. It's not like the graphics is good. It's just like very 90s graphics, but it's fun though, because there's one where it's like 500 characters of DC and Marvel. Yeah. I wanted to download it so bad. I can't, and my computer won't allow me. But yeah, it's a fun game. But yeah, I actually had Tekken X Street Fighter on my laptop. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, no, yeah, we need a new version of that. I think that would be really, really cool. But the problem is the fandoms, and it's like, damn, it's 2025, grow up. So yeah, that's how I feel. But DC,
they would like that.
I think everyone would like that. Like anyone would love a Marvel versus DC video game.
Yeah, I think people will go crazy over it. So
did you hear about Daredevil bringing everyone back?
Daredevil bringing everyone back.
Yeah, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Spider-Man.
That's for season 2.
Yeah, I seen it.
I've heard about all that. Rumors, yeah. There's a lot of set photos, and it's funny because last year we were looking at the set photos for season 1. Yeah, I was about to. So. All right. Well, first, we'll talk about season 2. So, yeah, I heard all the characters coming back, and there were photos of Matt and or Charlie Cox in like the Daredevil black suit.
Mm-hmm.
And Karen is back, but she's got red hair.
Okay, switch.
So there's like theories that they're like in witness protection or something. But I also I can't look into it too much because here's the thing. I would be watching Daredevil Born Again, but me and this guy were rewatching the old series.
To catch up to watch the new series?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've seen it many times, but he only saw it once. We only have 2 episodes of Defenders left, and then Daredevil season 3.
I'm so sorry.
I know, dude.
I'm so sorry.
It's really
bad. It's so bad, and I love. Well,
they have like
all of them,
such bad chemistry with each other.
And
they just make for such a bad team.
It felt rushed. And then what makes it worse is y'all know each other already. Yeah. That's what made it worse. Y'all may not know each other all 4 at the same time, but
yeah, Luke and Jess.
Luke and Jess, Luke and Iron Fist. Did Iron Fist and Daredevil make in a series? I don't remember.
Luke and Iron Fist met during the show, during Defenders.
No, but Luke and Iron Fist. No, I'm talking about Daredevil and Iron Fist. Did they meet in any of their shows? Like they met
in Defenders. Only Jessica Jones and Luke Cage knew each other, really.
Yeah, and then Luke Cage met Iron Fist in their shows. They met in Defenders.
Yeah.
Oh, so then then that's so stupid. So then like there was no.
Yeah.
It was just stupid. I'm sorry. Defenders is written, and then oh my god, and with my favorite character, Elektra. I said, Elektra, I'm so sorry, girl.
Dumped her down.
I said, I'm so sorry, baby. They did you so. I said, you couldn't have more of my favorite characters and my favorite anti-hero in one series and shit on her. Like, y'all just did her so dirty throughout that whole show.
The main problem was, so Iron Fist, like, he was just a bad character, so the team kind of crumbled with that character. Like, he was just the center point of the crumble. But then the center point of the show's crumbling was the Hands, because the Hands just not an interesting enough villain.
No.
So.
No, I didn't think that was a good reasoning.
Yeah. Yeah, quite crazy. I have heard quite the.
They need to bring. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I was going to say quickly. They need to bring Misty Knight in Daredevil. Okay, I want to see the bionic arm.
Yeah, she had it at the end of Luke Cage.
That's what I'm saying. So I want to see.
I like her to have an updated one that looks better. You know?
Yeah. No, I agree.
She could do more shit with it.
I agree.
Yeah, I would like to see Misty Knight back. That'd be cool. I'd like to see everybody back. Yeah, I've heard, even though I haven't seen it, I've heard a fair bit of rumors and kind of spoilers. YouTube videos have thumbnails.
You don't click it? You just watch the thumbnails and just be like, oh, okay.
No, you can't avoid it. It's just like you go on and it's just right there.
No, it's not bad.
And then, here's the thing. There were things about the show that were rumors for months leading up to it. I kind of knew certain things were going down.
Mm-hmm. You look like Charlie Cox right now. Stop.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I knew it. I gave you an inch. You take a yard.
New York needs heroes. He was like freaking out in the courtroom in season 2.
I'm Luke Cage. I'm black. Did I do it pretty well?
Wait, say Sweet Christmas.
No. Hell no.
Come on.
No.
You're gonna do it.
Maybe one day where I wear a yellow shirt. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, if you come with the yellow shirt, then
I have to do it. Yeah.
But you might have to shave your head. No, I'm kidding.
No, he has the afro. There's the afro.
That's true. That's true.
And then I just need to change.
You would need a beard if you're gonna have the afro.
Yeah.
You need the beard.
Yeah.
And then you have to get the chains and the yeah.
Get a bandana.
Yeah.
I'm so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why we kept saying yeah like that? Yeah. You know I'm tired. I'm so tired, everybody. I'm so tired.
He's tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I have not been watching Daredevil. But you know what I have been watching watched.
Can I say it? Can I say it? Invincible!
Should just play the intro. You know how the intro plays whenever everyone says his name? And I watched it. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I mean?
My favorite one is still, what the? Dun, dun, dun. When he found out about his brother, and I was like, no, mood, what the?
Oh, yeah.
That was a great, that was written beautifully. Yeah, because I was like, what? Because I never read the comics, so I'm like, what?
The best this season, right, was Jesse Pinkman saying, like, I want justice I want the truth. And each time you think like he's saying invincible. Oh no, he's not. Oh, he's gonna say. Oh no, he's not. And then the third time he's like, I want. And then they do dun 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 dun. I was like, yo, and just the fact that it was Aaron Paul, I was just like, yo. Shit. And he was playing Powerplex, which, if you know, you know. Like that was season 3 kind of ended on an insane note. You know what was crazy actually?
His little brother punching that boy.
I just need to.
I like his little brother. His little brother is so. His little brother remind me of my baby brother, and I think maybe I just miss him. But I love his little brother. Although his little brother's gonna grow up. Watch in season 4, you gonna be like, who is this? You grew up because whenever they're species, and his father's species. So
yeah, he should. He should grow past him.
Past him.
Point. Yeah,
that's gonna be so awkward.
Because he's
gonna be like, hey, big bro. I mean, little bro.
Yeah. I don't remember what they were called, his species, but yeah, they only lived for 1 year.
Mm-hmm. But his father,
yeah.
I wonder if Omni-Man did that as an experiment, though.
Well, it's because like it was for like that made him realize the value of life.
Yeah.
No matter how short it is, because he saw it as insignificant.
So I heard a rumor that Mark and Omni-Man are switching. Like Mark is starting to turn like thinking kind of similar to Omni, but I heard Omni-Man is trying to simply like be more vulnerable like Mark.
I think they are. They've been doing like the mirror story with Omni-Man and Invincible for the 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Like the first season he wanted to be everything like his father. The second season he wanted to be nothing like
his
him.
father.
And then in this 3rd season, he's like, it was very interesting the way that they did this 3rd season actually regarding Invincible. Regarding Omni-Man, because the role that you would expect Omni-Man to play in this season ended up being what Oliver played in the season. So it's like there wasn't as much of a mirror story to like from Invincible to Omni-Man in this season. But they show like a reflection of Omni-Man and Oliver, and then like using that to switch the point of view, like. I'm not sure if they're becoming more like the other one, but I think it's like more like Invincible is gonna understand his father more, and his father is gonna understand like humans more. Yeah. So it probably will lead to Omni-Man fighting the Viltrumites at some point with the Coalition of Planets. I'm sure Conquest will be back based on that ending. Everyone's clowning Cecil.
Wait, let me see if I can find that. Hold on. I hope it didn't go away. Hold on.
Nissa is probably going to be back. I can't wait to see that rematch.
Hold on.
I can't wait to see Alan just fight it. Dude, season 3 was insane.
No, did it go away? It went away. It was like, I'm gonna do to you girls what Conquest did to Mark, but it went away.
It's funny. Yeah, I gotta say, when season 1 came out a few years ago, that took the world by storm. I feel like everyone was blown away by that. Season 2 came out last year, almost killed the hype, but not for me. I love season 2.
It was just the art people kept talking about.
People were pissed about the art, and they were pissed about the break, the 4-month
the break. Yeah.
But I was happy about it because it for me it felt me like I felt myself getting more immersed in the story. And then season 3 brought most of season 3, right? People were posting online saying like the season's mid, the animation's not that great, the story's not really going anywhere. They say that all the
time, brother. They say that all the time.
The last 3 episodes dropped, and now everyone's saying that season 3 is like peak television. The numbers for it are going insane. Like, dude, it is actually the best show on television. And like just like show in general, and then just superhero show. Like I never seen the way that I never seen a superhero show or movie handle characters the way this show does.
You're not going to disrespect me like that. Like I didn't write Riot Squad and New X-Men. That's crazy.
This is a whole finished and complete show.
Oh, I don't have a budget. Your
episodes are 2 minutes long, 2 minutes read. What do you mean, bro? Make an hour-long episode.
Mr. Walker, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much. Guys, that's all I had today.
That's all James has got.
This is our last podcast. I think me and Zach are going to see differences. So,
creative differences.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, joke's on him. I am his ride. He ain't leaving until
Bitch,
I
I'll Uber.
leave.
I'll Uber. Now you're not going to the
No, you ain't.
Now you're not.
You poor. No.
Now you're not. Now you're not going to the premiere. You're not going to the premiere to see Riot Squad. Matter of fact, where my socks? Where my socks at?
If you were smart, you would be hiring me to film it for you.
Nah, I'm okay.
I'm the filmmaker.
It's an animated series. Both are.
Okay, you know I have animated connections.
I'm getting there.
You know I have voice acting experience.
I'm getting there. Who was you even voice acting in the Riot Squad? Damien? Or Frank?
What characters you got? Franklin Richards?
Wait, would you want to be in Riot Squad or would you want to be in the new X-Men?
Who you got in new X-Men?
I sent it to you. I have like well, you wouldn't do the Asian. You wouldn't be Mike. He's Spanish. You can only do Chase and Chris. Chris is like the psychic one, and then Chase is like the Superman one. Chase is like the jock, all-American hero, Texan, and then you have Chris like goody two next door, like good boy next door, goody two shoes.
Yeah, that's the one I'm playing.
You want Chris?
I would fit that one. Yeah.
Okay. And then X-Men. I mean, in Riot Squad, there's only Damien, Hellstorm, Frank Richards, and then Dante Inferno. I can see you doing Dante Inferno maybe for like range differences, but that's it.
Yeah, either Dante or Franklin. If I just want to do the same role as pretty much.
Yeah,
Chris,
but nah, you can't do that though.
Well, not the same, but like just like this a similar sort of role. Like that would almost
Yeah,
be like typecasting.
because Chris and Frank is basically the same character. I wrote them as.
But Dante would be the one to give me that range. But I could do either one.
I feel like you would have fun with Dante because I feel like Dante is like the cool, like impulsive, and he's a fire sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I could go for either. Yo. So I wanted to ask you.
Yes,
have you heard?
I did not. Oh.
What?
Go. I was playing.
He did not. He did not, everybody. Have you heard about this Stan Lee documentary?
No, I haven't heard anything about that. Oh, so yeah, I did not. No, I didn't.
He did not.
No.
Oh! Okay. So.
But no, I did not. Where was this at? What's the source?
Yeah, so there's this there was this kid. Let me see if I can find his name. I don't even remember his name. He apparently was very close to Stan Lee.
Oh, that's cool.
In the last few years of his life, worked very closely with him. He is releasing a documentary, or trying to, where I'm just trying to find this guy's name. Yeah, I think it's this one, Stan Lee: The Final Chapter. He's like, it's trying to expose like all the people that use Stan Lee towards like the last few years of his life. But like Stan Lee died in 2018.
Yeah.
Right. And this guy's claiming that he's just he recorded like everything that went on, like all like he's had all this footage.
I'm scared for this guy
this whole time. But like
he's about to create a whole comic book mafia. I can only imagine what's about to be exposed.
So, but here's what he's doing. He put up a fundraiser so that he could get money from people to finish the movie, or to finish the documentary. I'm trying to find.
That's tea. I mean, I guess like going into that, it's just like I guess the justice for Stan Lee, but also just like you got to be careful with your own protection as well, because you know what I'm saying. I'm sure nobody want their business out there, whatever happened with Stan Lee and them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just trying to find this. John Bolerjack, that's the guy's name. He was his assistant. So he's trying to get to 300K.
How much are you at now
to finish this movie? He's at 72K, but that's a large number.
Yeah, 300K for a documentary.
And here are the reasons: paying for crew, feeding them, equipment rental, soundstage space, set construction, casting, wardrobe, hair and makeup, editing, music composition, visual effects, color correction, sound design, effects, mixing, song clearances, content clearances, and legal fees.
You don't need song clearances for a documentary. No shade. It's a documentary. What do you need song?
More than half these things you don't really need for a documentary.
Oh, I was gonna ask you that question too, but I know for a fact once you said song, I was like, okay, he definitely doesn't need that. Okay, well, you tell me what's needed because you're more into film than I am. Like you're in that industry, so you tell me what's not needed. Because I know for a fact that song credits, you don't need. You could just whatever.
He's talking about paying for a crew, equipment rental, like a stage, like a set rental, set construction, like casting actors or something. Like he's
is
talking
this
about
a biography or is this a documentary? I'm confused.
Exactly. That means like
because casting actors like putting. Oh, okay. So like when they dramatize something in the back and someone's speaking and they're like, I went inside the kitchen and they like have the actor like walk into the kitchen. Like, is that what he wants? Is that what he
can only
going
make
for?
Assumptions.
That's the only thing I could think of.
It's just like I feel like for the subject matter of this documentary, if you have all the footage already, like it almost feels like he's doing too much, asking for too much money, and then like does he really need to do everything that's listed here? And then like why did he hold on to all this footage for so long? You know, like why is he just releasing it now?
Why you think he also was shady with Stanley and now he's like.
So now here's the thing: if you watch some of the videos that's being posted, like the trailer that he put out or just some clips, it's almost confusing because it almost feels like he's the one who's being mean to Stan Lee. Like you do see other people taking advantage of him, but you don't really see like this guy like doing much about it either.
Well, who is this guy?
Jonathan Bolerjack. It says he was his assistant.
Let me see him. Is that his picture?
Oh yeah, here. That's him. I'll leave it up to you.
I don't trust anybody with that. I don't trust anybody with that hairline. Not even to make my Starbucks drink. I don't trust people with that hairline. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That I don't trust that. It's giving M for evil.
The M hairline. Yeah, it almost. This just and it's not just me saying this. Like you go online, a lot of people seem to feel the same way. It almost feels like just another Stanley exploitation attempts, which was happening a lot.
And you're taking innocent people money for exploitation for no reason. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's some shit on there. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying.
I'm sure like there will be something to come out.
But why wouldn't Why wouldn't anyone capitalize off of that?
Exactly. That's what I'm
saying.
Like he's not exactly the hero for this, but like.
So that means something sus is going. I don't know. I feel like something sus between any parties in that. It's super sus. So. Because all we know, this could just be him just like, oh, we didn't reach the money, but what if they did reach the money? You know what I'm saying?
That's what it, like, is he saying he's not going to release any of this footage if he doesn't get the money?
Right,
it's
that's
like,
what it feels like.
All this is stuff that you don't even have to do to release this. Like, you could just release what you have. You don't have to go all this extra shit. So now it's like, why do you have to meet this quota?
Or why do you have to make it a documentary? Why can't you just be like, here's my page, here's what I'm releasing this information. But also, you're gonna get sued. I feel like somehow he's gonna get sued. Yeah. So you need that money for the lawyer. You don't need the money for the movie. You need the money for the lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like you need that $300K for the lawyer fees, baby. Not for all that extra stuff.
I don't know what fees look like for lawyers. Is $300K enough for that kind of like?
Well, I mean, if you're going up against Marvel and Stan Lee,
it's like Hollywood. You're just going after
Hollywood at that point. So yeah, you better hope he has a really good lawyer for that, because yeah, he's doing some. I don't know. Good luck. Good luck.
How do we know that he's just not even like what if he's just a plant himself? Like, what if there's actually a studio that is all like, yeah, like do what we say and make people think you're the hero? I mean, I'm not. That's an accusation.
But people do that. You didn't say anything.
That does happen.
I'm about to say you didn't say anything that.
I'm just saying, like, what if, like, you don't know, and it's already looking sus, and studios, they try to find a way to like turn heroes out of situation.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I agree.
It's not really. Yeah. What time did we start? Was it like 5:40?
You started at 5:40?
No.
I'm asking. I'm not sure.
It's only 5:40.
I mean.
Yeah, that's why I was like, no.
4:40.
You got 10 minutes left.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, no, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like I don't trust anybody in the industry. You know, I'm sure there's some good people, but I just feel like all this time you had all this information. If you wanted to been leaky, you would have been leaked. Does that mean something, you was tied into something and you didn't want to say anything as you was scared, or they stopped messing with you and giving you hush money and now you want to be petty and release those out? Either or, it doesn't look good on your end and it doesn't look good on their end. If you knew you had something that you wanted to explore, you should have been just posted it and not wait. Now that this is happening, now I have to give you money so you could give me this. And what exactly is in this film? What exactly are you exposing? Who are you exposing? I don't know. Shit like that, it's just, I don't care now. I don't care. Like, Stanley, rest in peace. Like, his name shouldn't even be in the mud like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, you're not getting anything out of this besides just making a tarnish of your once loved hero name.
I do have to say also, when you do see the footage and like the trailer for the documentary, it's heartbreaking to see our hero Stanley treated the way that he gets treated. That's like, damn.
But I mean, think about the celebrities that we love. We don't know how to get treated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's terrible to see like the people that we.
Because honestly, if I see somebody talking to Stanley, I'm be like, who you talking to? Stan, back up. Who you talking? Like, because.
Yeah, but everyone around him, like, because he was. Cause I guess it's just that like
old age, and they took advantage of that.
You remember how like last week, CJ was in here,
yeah,
asking us about the goal. And,
yeah,
like we were like, yeah, like get famous maybe, or like to get famous, and I was like yeah, maybe. I'm like iffy about the famous world. Like that's why.
No, I feel that
because like yeah, I know that like getting to that level is the way to spread our voice, but it's like I don't look forward to like the like. Yeah, all these people in the room are here because, like, I have money or I have influence or I have something they want. Like, like that's shit that I think
I want to get famous for the experiment of it. I want to see if I can easily choose if I want to get out of it or not. I want to know how addicting the fame life is, and that's me being genuine.
But what's addicting about like
because
like that situation?
I think I'm assuming that it is addicting for famous people. I think fame is addictive. You know what I'm saying? You always want to continue to be famous, and I always see it all the time, like in dramatization and TV shows and stuff like that. And I'm like, I wonder if this is addicting, and this is like addicting personality. So I want to be famous to see if it gets too tough for me, that I can make the conscious decision of I want to back out. I don't want to do this anymore.
How you once you're
there's some famous people that pulled out, that doesn't want to be famous anymore, and that's just stopped.
Like Amber Heard, who changed her name and moved to a different country.
No, Amber didn't have a choice, honey. Amber didn't have she was canceled. That's different. I don't want to be canceled. I want to see if I could pull out if I feel this is too much for me. I can't think of any right now, but I know in my head there's some famous people that pulled out and just stopped doing stuff because they didn't want to do it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I want to see how far I could go to. I'm like, I call it quits.
Tom Holland says he's like, I want to do this till I'm 30 something, and then he's like, then stop, and then just do a whole different career and just not be famous.
I have
anymore.
something bad to say, and I love Tom, but I have something so shitty to say about Tom.
Oh God.
I love Tom Holland. I'll be the first one to say, no.
What?
No, because I don't ever want this out there in the world, but I do love Tom Holland, but I had a really shitty thing to say.
You might as well.
No, I'll tell you in the car. I'll tell you in the car. Tom, I love you. I promise it's not being, I'm not being fake. I love you. I really do love Tom. I really need people to know that. I really love Tom.
Are you exposing him?
No, I'm not exposing.
Is there something he should get canceled for?
No.
Is this something that we don't know about Tom Holland?
No. Oh my God, that sounds bad too, without giving it context. But
yeah, I like don't know like what's going on.
I'll tell you in the car. It's just funny.
Let's get the drama.
No,
we'll get the views.
Not over Tom Holland's. Hell no, I love him.
This here on the street, Tom Holland and Zendaya broke up. You heard her here first.
You just want.
We have the inside scoop.
You just want Zendaya. You ain't low.
You know.
Just like I want Jack Harlow, and I hope Doja Cat go fight.
Oh, if you want Jack Harlow, I could just give you my cousin's number.
No,
but
I don't want Jake Harlow. I want Jack Harlow.
But what if Zendaya just wants me? And say goodbye, Tom.
Hold on.
That was stupid. Never mind.
Yes, Asylum. Yeah, I prefer name Zach. Yeah,
Arkham.
You would love you.
Oh no, that's even better.
You would kill to go to Arkham.
Yeah.
Who would be your roommate? Who would be your cellmate? Nah, they don't have cellmates. They're like separate.
I mean, I got 2 people in the room with me right now. No, I'm kidding.
Boy,
not alive. I could go right to Arkham.
Boy, lie. And Batman would easily just say, be like, James, I'd be like, yeah, Bat, I'm on my way. Let's go. Oh, that'd be a really cool concept. 2 characters in a DC Batman world where they're both in high school, but one's a henchman for Joker and one's training with Batman, but they're friends and they don't know about each other's secret lives.
I feel like that's been done before.
I haven't seen it, but I mean, I believe you. I just like that concept.
I'm trying to think. This not exactly the same, but they kind of did this with like Jason Todd Red Hood and Damian Wayne Robin. But it was kind of different as well. Because they both they worked for both as well. But Damian, you could say like in the beginning, like he just came from the League of Assassins, and then you could pair him up with anyone of the Robins. There's obviously the mirror story, but then there's the difference because one kills, one doesn't.
Right.
One's influenced by.
Well, technically, they both should have been killed. Like they both should have learned how to kill. Well, Todd kills, and then Damian should low-key learn how to kill. Is what I'm saying. But luckily, he stopped early because of Batman. Because that'd be a really pretty nasty.
Or just like any of the Robins, I guess. Like Damian compared to any of them.
I would love a 2v2 seeing Jason roll Red Hood and Damian versus Tim and Nightwing. That'd be pretty cool. But Tim is
almost like that's my Batman season 7 idea.
Bye. I'm screaming.
Yeah, you got your own shows. I got mine.
My bad. Yeah, but yours is live action, I thought. Isn't your show's live action or are they animated?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the kind of... my whole DC universe is the kind of thing that I'm never actually going to produce.
No.
Just in my head,
in your head, did you see live action? Like my 2 shows is animated.
Here's how I envision it. It's like, it's the way that like, I kind of hope movies become the way I envision this. Because it's like, there's like animated fights and then there's live action fights. And I imagine like it in live action, but the fights done the way that animation does their fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they don't. Well, that Batgirl thing you showed me was pretty cool.
No, not even like.
But I'm
that
saying,
to me was like live action.
But
I'm like,
really, that game animated a little bit with throwing from the walls and stuff like that. That game animated for me a little bit.
It felt.
And the bathroom scene, like I thought that was pretty funny and animated.
That felt very. I don't know. It felt choreographed to me. Like it did have a charm to it, but I feel like it still needs to be better.
But I can totally see that as a Batgirl, like a Batgirl for her, animated.
I don't know. I still.
Actually, now I want somebody to animate that. Sorry.
I once saw a YouTube video, which was live action, right? And it was just a YouTube video, but it was these guys fighting, and the way that they used the camera and the effects, the way that they were fighting. It looked like an anime fight, and I was thinking while watching it, I was like, if Hollywood ever were to make a movie like an anime movie, the fight would never look like this.
Right.
Like this looks incredible, and I didn't know it was possible. And then, you know what? Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Mm-hmm. That's actually like no other movie does fights the way that movie does. And like you feel like you're reading a comic book or watching a comic book when you're watching that movie. Like I think all superheroes fights should look like Scott Pilgrim versus the World fight scenes, because they get too caught up in like the live action aspect of it. Like you should make it look cartoony. You should make it.
Maybe that's why I don't like MCU
spectacle. Yeah, that's the thing. See with the MCU, it's like they have all this CGI, but they make it look like you're watching through the camera, through this, like, I don't know, like, you got to use the camera in like these visionary ways. I feel like they're just such generic shots, and it's obviously in front of a green screen. It's like, dude, like, you do like this crazy warp effect, right? Tilt, zoom in, and it's like, you know how like that's what animes look like, and they have like this like they go zoom in and it's like a tilt and it's like this weird effect. You know what I'm talking about? You know, like, I have to show you.
You have to show me. You have to show me, because I was like, wait. I'm trying to,
like, when they go in for like a punch, and it's like it doesn't just look like a normal like they're standing there and there's the world behind them. It's like the background changes. There's effect around them.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that
and
part.
Then they go for their punch, and then there's like an effect, like a visual effect for their punch too.
To connect, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they need stuff like that in live action.
Okay,
that's kind of how Scott programmed.
That's what I was about to say. That's how Scott does it. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, that should be how I think all superhero fight scenes in most movies should look like that. It depends on the movie. Like, if you got a Batman or a Daredevil style, then it should look realistic. But if you got like a Superman or even like something more like you just got a really powerful character, it should look like a big, powerful spectacle. You know?
All right, well, everyone, hire Zach for your cinematographer / animated director. He has visions.
You like the idea? You like the sound of that? You think it sounds good?
Yes.
I'm asking, like, as a
yes.
fan,
It's just the way how you say.
right.
You like the sound of that? Like, yes, but yeah, no, I do. Well,
see, that's what I mean. Like, a voice for the community. I feel like that's what the community really needs these days from superheroes. Because you look at things and it's like there was almost like a timeline of like everything was evolving, and then around the mid 2000s, like it just reached a point where it stopped evolving, and now like it's kind of been the same for a while.
because you have people who take on stuff that's not even superheroes fans to just work for them.
I guess
That's just how I feel. It's just
like,
but they don't care about the art. They just care about the pay. It should be people who have credentials in superhero work and know their knowledge. Like, if you're a producer, I feel like Marvel and DC need to start giving people psych evals of like, are you truly a fan of superheroes and stuff like that if you want to work in this industry? Because it's just like, stop hiring people just to hire people who don't know anything about the stuff that they.
This is actually a great segue, and I know that we should.
We should probably just
But this reminds me of something. I was just telling Dad about it. There was a recent interview with Marvel Television, or no, Netflix, the CEO of Netflix, and he was talking about when they had the whole Marvel Television deal back then, and they were making all the Netflix shows. They said that what happened and why a lot of those shows got, like, the quality got worse over time, and why it looked like it was getting cheaper, was because they were trying to pocket as much of the budget as possible. So whenever someone came to them and they were like, hey, maybe we should have a dragon in Iron Fist, they were like, yeah, but how much money would that be? And then that's why, like, they wouldn't go on location and shoot in China when they're supposed to be in China. They shot it in Jersey, and you could see New York in the background. That's why Defenders look so cheap. Like, that's why like Luke Cage, like, they didn't have as many locations as they could have. Like, it's just, and it's like, damn, like, that's literally the reason. That's why the quality of everything that we like always declines, because at some point along the way, someone gets greedy, and then they take all the things that should be going into the art, and then they keep it for themselves.
Well, I have my opinion on that, but
I'm trying to save it for next time.
I'm trying to save it for next time.
I feel you. I just had to get that out.
No, I feel you.
So, everyone, keep your thoughts and prayers with us. We'll see you guys soon. My name is James Merchant.
And my name is Zachary the Walker.
And we're out.
Adios.